Nick back with July Manifests. Okay, let's go through it. Let's start off with Bridget Hayden and the Apparitions. Coal Blows the Rain. Drone Folk from the dreary fields of the UK where the sun sometimes doesn't shine, particularly in winter. A three-piece here playing all traditional songs, but certainly with an avant-garde drone aspect. The instruments here are banjo, cello, synth, harmonium, and violin. And you can see there that the harmonium plays a key part in the music. On the Bass and Rock label, and comes with some custom labels, which we all like. If you like a take on neo-folk, certainly one to consider. Okay, next up we have Angel Bat Dawad, and this time Angel collaborates with Naima Nefertari. What we have here is an album, and it's part free jazz, it's part free electronics, it's part free world music. Certainly an inventive take on what it means to be spiritual jazz. Cellos, violins, pianos, clarinets, mouth harps, features David Ornott Cherry as well. Certainly something unique, and I do class it in the jazz category, but I'm probably lucky to get away with that. Comes with a nice booklet talking through the journey for this album, and we just plain pretty plain labels for completeness. Okay, next one is definitely jazz. This is Mary Helverson, and here she is with the Amaryllis Sextet, which was the name of her album, Amaryllis. And this is, we have a sextet here. We have trumpet, trombones, Mary on guitar, there's a vibraphone, there's bass and drums. Emmanuel Wilkins plays some alto sax on this. On the None Such label, Mary continues her maybe marvelous travels with the guitar. If you're into inventive guitar jazz with a slight avant touch, definitely one for you. Okay, a series I never get bored of, and it's easy to do because they keep releasing great ones. But certainly anything that's in the 4000 series, I definitely grab. So Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Like Someone in Love, part of the Blue Note Classic Vinyl series, mastered by Kevin Gray. You know what to get. Great jazz album. Now, next up, we have Yu Ishihara. Now, this person was the one of the people in White Heaven, and this is a reissue of a 1997 album. Certainly features psychedelic blues in a vamped out style. It's dark, but it's dark psychedelic guitar rock, but it does touch on bossa nova. It does touch on the wilder side of the Stooges mainly. Some nice inners there. And most importantly, for me, we have this coming in English, of just a guitar, bass, drums lineup. There's a bit of synthesizer there, but certainly lots of feedback. It does get a bit nasty. And just for completeness, that's what the vinyl looks like. Okay, next up we have an Australian section, and I guess this album is by a Brisbane band called Halfway. So Halfway are quite a special band to me, and for a couple of reasons. Number one, it contains two ex-go-betweens in John Wilsteed and Adele Pickfance, and also includes Chris Abrahams from the Necks. You'll hear me often say that the Necks are my current favourite Australian band, and the Go-Betweens may be my all-time favourite Australian band. The other thing that makes this is quite special to me is that one of the main songwriters, John Busby, is a childhood friend of mine. We've played in bands together. So I sort of get a dream lineup where two of my favourite Australian bands plays with a long-term friend of mine. The other thing about Halfway is these albums are wonderfully recorded. There's multi-tracks and multi-tracks. They're just not thought up. This one reflects life in a central Queensland fishing village, and we're very lucky that John tells a story on this album of two brothers, George and Lenny, who live with their young families in Stanish Bay, central Queensland, and tells of a story of people going missing. Wonderfully pressed record on the Plus One record label, produced by Halfway and Mark Nevers. If you want to get the taste of central Queensland, of course you could use the Go-Betweens, but the Halfway albums are probably a greater depiction. Okay, never lost his hardcore. Maybe that's me. I do love a great hardcore album. This is the Australian band Rapid Die. Favourite track is Kings of Punk, Masters of Hardcore, and that's what's on their band sheet behind them, featuring, of all people, Dolly Parton and Mother Teresa. So if you think you know what you're in for, you kind of are, but once again, distorted hardcore punk with a definitely a Australian feel. Okay, and finally we have the reissue of this classic church comp called Hindsight. We have Marty Wilson featuring on the cover there with his 12-inch Shergold. Now, I already have an original version of this, and my new rule is do not buy albums you already own. But on this one, I just could not resist to hear the remaster. Now, this seems to be digitally remastered, so my copy's a bit crackly, so I'm pleased to have the song and the album in a brighter format as it runs through some greatest hits and misses of the church. Certainly a prettier package than the original one, and comes on some pretty amazing coloured vinyl. EMI style labels. If you're a church fan, definitely something to consider picking up just for the remastering, really. Okay, thanks for everyone's time, and that was my